All right, everyone. Go ahead and get started here today. We ask that if you're coming on the call, please go ahead and mute your phone so we won't have any background noise. Okay? It gives me great pleasure to introduce you today, our presenter, Mr. Dwayne Ashley. He is one of our Emerald co-founders in this organization, an experienced systems engineer, web designer, and consultant. Introduce yourselves when you come on the call. Thank you. Yes, I said Mr. Ashley is an experienced internet marketing consultant. He has worked with notable companies such as Microsoft and Ericsson, developing technologies such as the systems we now use for online conferencing. Additionally, Mr. Ashley has also developed and introduced various online marketing systems for direct sales organizations, such as the one we are now using. I believe the information that he's going to share with you today is about the best business opportunities for 2018. Mr. Ashley, are you there?
Yes, I am, and thank you very much. First of all, let's do a sound check. How do I sound? Am I coming in clear?
Loud and clear.
Great. Fantastic. Well, let me clear my throat, and I want to say, excuse me, man, I tell you, went down the wrong throat there. Well, again, thank you again, Eugene, for that paid introduction. But folks, many of you may not know this, but Eugene has an impressive background as well. He's a retired law enforcement correctional officer, but for the past 7 years, he has acquired an in-depth knowledge and experience in internet marketing and social media marketing. And he designed some really awesome-looking video marketing and pay-per-click campaigns, as well as networking and building a very strong team. He's putting himself and his team in line to make a whole lot of money with our company, Ztegrity. So, Gene, my hat's off to you. Again, sir, thank you again for all your hard work and assisting our teams and hosting and moderating our webinars. It's a real pleasure working with you again, sir.
Well, thank you, Dwayne. I enjoy what we do.
All right. Well, folks, welcome to the Diamond Builder. We're building diamonds one team member at a time. We're going to share with you how we're going to do that with this presentation. This presentation is for Ztegrity affiliates, team affiliates, and that we are introducing a new Diamond Builder marketing system. Now, the theory behind this is that we don't want you to just build a bigger mousetrap. You know, lead capture pages are nice, lead generation pages, you know, pay-per-click ads, those are all good forms of tools, and those are mousetraps, but we want you to be able to do more. We want to stop you from having to chase down dead leads, missed calls and opportunities, spending money on solo ads, posting ads that get flagged or ghosted or deleted, email campaigns that just don't work, and you'll find out why, and wasting money on hyped-up marketing systems. Folks, you don't want to be a needle in the haystack because, you see, all of those things are what everybody's doing. Everybody's chasing down leads. Everybody's buying a lead generation. Everybody's doing these things. And so now you have this proliferation of all these ideas and all these marketing systems. And literally, folks, for someone to find you, to find your opportunity, it's like being a needle in the haystack. We're going to turn that around. Diamond Builders is going to make you the haystack. Instead of you being the needle in the haystack, you're going to be the haystack. People are going to find you, and they're going to find you in droves. Now, what Mr. Mosley failed to announce to you is that, and I don't mean to sound boastful about this, but I want everybody to know and know who you're dealing with. I am a registered NFL franchise owner. Yes, you heard right. I am an NFL franchise owner, and I have been for some years. And the reason I state that is because there are many of you that are also in this room that are also NFL card-carrying members. Let me explain. NFL is the no friends left league, all right? And so you probably have found yourself, if you've been in network marketing for any number of years, you're going to see that when you start approaching your family, your friends, they say, oh, no, what does Eugene want now? What are you selling, Dwayne? Well, look, folks, we're going to turn that around because, you see, we're going to help you to generate leads. Now, there are 5 critical areas to succeed in any marketing program. To succeed in direct sales, you've got to be able to build an ever-expanding list of new prospects, not just your warm market. You can't trust that all the time. These are not networkers. These are not people that are sales-oriented. These are not people that, they look at you, Leary, already because of the other maybe failed programs you've been in. And maybe you've had some good programs, but still they are looking at you cross-eyed and funny. Well, you need to build a list of prospects, and that list needs to be ever-expanding. You also need to learn the art of inviting, getting prospects to view your presentation. Now, once you've got the prospect there to view the presentation, you need a compelling presentation. You need a presentation that's going to move people to action, not get back with the person who invited them, not to come back, when they feel like it, you want to move them to action right there. And I always call that striking while the fire's hot. And we're going to show you how we do that. You also need to learn the interview and close process after the presentation. You see, there's a series of questions that need to be answered, a series of things that you need to ask. You need to interview your prospect. You need to find out where their frame of mind is, where their interest level is, and then you need to close. Now, when we talk close, we're talking not, a hard close or a dynamic close. Many of you probably are familiar with the Columbo close. You remember how Columbo used to do? He would walk away from the scene, and, the victim or the perpetrator would feel like they'd gotten away with it, and now all of a sudden Columbo comes right back and says, oh, and by the way, well, that's the way you're going to do with this, and we're going to show you how to use that Columbo technique in closing after the presentation. And then you have to build a very strong and ever-expanding team, a team that knows how to duplicate itself, not a team that's just going to be forced into the same bad habits maybe you have had at one time, because if you train your teammates from the beginning, you will stave off all of those old bad habits. And we're going to show you how to do that with the Z Diamond Builders marketing system. Now, this is an online marketing service that's going to help you jumpstart your business online. It's going to enhance team building and training. It's going to increase branding and awareness and many other things. Now, this is a program. This is a 20-year-old project of mine. It started way back in the 90s when I was with Prepaid Legal. With Prepaid Legal, folks, we were able to generate 180 sales associates in one day with this program. We were told to shut down because they felt, well, whatever it is that you're doing, it's illegal. It was unheard of at that time. And what we were using was a small tool, that a new developing technology called a web conference tool. It was the first of its kind. I was one of the key developers of that program, and we were utilizing it for the first time in the direct sales marketing environment. Now, you've got WebEx and web conferencing tools and GoToMeeting and all of these other wonderful tools, and you're also seeing that it's very common for new companies and upcoming companies to utilize these platforms to introduce their products and services to that customer base. Well, we brought that up into an energy company in Houston, Texas back in 2014. I dusted it off and we revamped this program, and we integrated, along with our web conferencing tool, we actually integrated an email marketing system and an SMS, a text message marketing system, and combined that. And here's what we were able to accomplish, as you're seeing on the screen. We enrolled over 178 energy customers. We created 2 platinums. I was one of those platinums. And we also created 11 silvers in this program. It generated over 600 lead opt-ins. And what's really interesting and why I love SMS text message marketing is that, we never had a single person opt out. Well, we had people who opt out who were teammates or team associates, but we never had a person actually tell us, hey, I don't want to receive these messages anymore. Because to be first, they had to join themselves. They had to opt in themselves. And so that's quite a feat in itself. And we were able to do that within 90 days, within 3 months, folks. Well, we have now brought this program full circle to be utilized with Ztegrity. There are three major components to this system. There's a social media and email marketing program. There's a mobile SMS marketing system. And then there's a virtual admin service. I'm going to go through and explain to you each one of those and how these work. First of all, our social media marketing program. We need to create, you remember the very first step to your success is creating an ever-expanding prospect list? Well, if you are a card-carrying member of the NFL League like myself and others, then here's what you need to do. We will help you create a Facebook marketing page. You need to create a Facebook, a Twitter, LinkedIn profile, and also you need to create and post online classified ads. Now, we call those ads on Facebook. Those are really customer reviews. Now, some of you have already expressed to me, oh, I've tried that and they shut me down. Yes, because, see, you were spamming. You were going into places that you ought not, posting things that you should not, and we are going to show you a proven technique on how to post an ad. You see, an ad is really nothing more than a customer review. Post a customer review on Facebook. You want to get your teammates involved. You want to go to their Facebook page, and you want to thank them for introducing you to the Ztegrity Black Card program. And then you want to talk about all the wonderful things that you've been able to do with this card. Maybe it's the money that you generated, or maybe it's the leads, the friends, or maybe it's the fact that, people are so impressed with the fact that, you have this metal MasterCard. Maybe it's the fact that you don't pay any fees anymore. And it's saving you hundreds of dollars a year just in bank fees and teller fees and ATM transaction fees. Maybe you're excited about the fact that you can now load money and deposit, direct deposit. You can get free checks. I mean, those are the things that you want to talk about in that review that you put together that you're going to post not on your site, but on your teammate site, and you're going to reciprocate each other. Now, what that does is it causes a fervor. I mean, it causes people to stop, look, and listen. And when you conclude with that review, you're going to say, hey, be sure to get with Eugene. This is his website, and contact him or PM him or private message him for more details. And that's it. And so here's what happens, folks, is that people will see that. They will generate that. There are what is called keyword synchronization. In Facebook, people, all they have to do, and Ztegrity is getting to be is going to become a household word. Believe me, we're all well on our way. But what's going to happen is people are going to start looking for Ztegrity affiliates. They're going to start wondering how they can get this card. And they're going to be looking and they're going to be searching for Ztegrity. They're going to be looking for prepaid debit cards. They're going to be looking for, excuse me, let me wet my whistle here a little bit. All right, thank you for your patience there as I lose my voice. I have been excited in talking about this program for over 2 weeks now, especially since we just released our new international program. So forgive me for being a little dry-mouthed and hoarse today. But anyway, folks, they're going to be searching for ways that they can improve their credit, improve their credit FICO score. They're looking for alternatives to sending money overseas or sending money to their family or friends. They're looking for these programs, and all you have to do is post using those keywords that I just acknowledged to you, and you are going to find that you'll have quite a generation of leads, of prospects. We're also going to send you, a done-for-you Craigslist ad. All you've got to do is just copy and paste, put in your contact information, and there you have, folks. You'll be able to send a corporate approved. Now, these are going to be corporate approved ads that are not going to get the corporate Ztegrity in trouble, ads that are not going to get us in trouble with MasterCard or Visa. These are going to be approved ads that you'll be able to send and post in Craigslist and many of the other online classifieds that are currently out there. Did you know that 97% of all text messages get read within 15 seconds after being received? You know, folks, I usually, at this point in time, I usually send out a text message, and and I would ask people, how many of you actually look at your phone, within the past 5 minutes because you received a text message? And, it was like 100% of the people in the room would respond, well, I did. Yeah, well, now read it, and they'll shock when it says, gotcha. See, we just sent that text message to you. And that is the real joy and the strong point of text message marketing. Now, 97% of all emails never get read and are lost in spam folders. This is why email marketing by itself does not work. You have to develop a relationship. You've got to first get whitelisted on that person's email. They've got to either send you an email so that when they receive an email back from you, it's not going to go into their spam folder. And so just sending out a bunch of leads and you've got a bunch of emails, you're not going to go anywhere. You're just spinning your wheels. All right, that brings us to the second part, or the second component of the system, our mobile marketing system. How do you get people in front of your presentation? Well, it's with a simple invitation tool. Folks, many of you were sent a text message this morning about this seminar. Then, what did you do? You clicked in and you filled out a form. That form gave us information about you, your contact information, as well as the person who invited you. Now, in this case, you invited yourself because you are a Ztegrity team affiliate. So you put in possibly your promo code. Now, your promo code is the invitation code that you would normally give to your customers, your prospects. They would put that code into that same form, fill it out, and now, during the webinar, mind you, we're sending them not only text messages, we're showing them all your contact information as well as how they can get started. And then there's also going to be a survey that we're going to be sending to them periodically to keep their interest and to keep their mind on track with our program. Then we do a drip system. Yes, they're going to get 90 days of follow-up text messages until they quit, until they say stop. We're going to be continually sending them text messages. Now, these text messages aren't going to be obtrusive. They're not going to be infringing. They're not going to, demand that they buy now. They basically are just the little tips of information about what our program offers. You know, they may receive an invitation to attend the next webinar event, or maybe they may give a little information. Do you know the difference between a credit line and a line of credit, and why ours is so much different and better for you in the credit bureau? Well, click here to find out. And, little bits of information, but it's constantly putting your contact information in front of them. We also have a QR code marketing campaign. People can utilize that QR code if they're technically savvy, and you're going to find a lot of young people are using these QR codes. You know what a QR code is? Like a barcode that you scan with your smartphone, and it can be programmed to do a lot of things. It can take people directly to your website, or it can add your contact information to their contact list on their phone. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do with the QR codes. What young people have been doing with these QR codes, they've got a new thing. If they want to hook up, they just put the on. They take a QR code, they blow it up, and they put it on their T-shirts or on the back of their shirt, and it's click here if you want to have a good time. And so that's how they're able to transfer contact information. Now, I never would have thought of that, but hey, these are the new millenniums. So you can do the same thing, but you know what? We're going to show you how to use the QR code for, it could be anything from a contest, a giveaway, but anything that will give you their phone number and allow you to text message them and to market them. So. Then, did you know that 80% of the internet is viewed on a mobile device? That's a smartphone, tablet, laptop. Well, why is that important? Because as a option, we also are offering a virtual business card. Now, this is going to make it easier for you to share your business via mobile device. If you're looking at the screen, there it is, the mobile app. It should be ready this week. And we're still working out, just kind of fine-tuning it. But with this app, you will be able to go to the mobile app or the mobile page. You can show a video presentation. Now, if the person doesn't have 10, 15 minutes or even 30 minutes to spend with you watching the presentation, well, you can easily enroll them or invite them to the next webinar where they can view it at their convenience. And so there are 3 buttons. Now, this one is only showing 2 buttons, but there are actually going to be 3 buttons. There will be a button where they can click on it and it will immediately call the toll-free number, and they can ask for you directly. And we're going to tell you a little bit about that. Then there's an enroll button where they can enroll. If they like the program, they've heard the scene and everything, they can actually go to your website, and there's a step-by-step video to share with them how to get started, what programs to choose, how to choose the program, how to choose the plan, how to choose the card design, what shipping, what type of MasterCard. It's going to take them step by step all the way through that enrollment process. In addition to that, it's also going to share with them the webinar. They can actually enroll for the next webinar, or they can use that to invite maybe their family member or associate or friend or neighbor, and that will be the third button that will be on that phone. Again, this is going to make it easier to invite people. And remember, that's the second thing that leads to your success, and that is the art of inviting, getting people into these webinars and getting them so that they can see the presentation. Why that is so important, folks, is because here's what stats have shown us. 90% of all those that have come into these webinars have eventually bought. They've eventually come into the webinar and have become team affiliates. All right, we have somebody that we need to mute. I'm sorry about that, but I'm getting a feedback. So anyway, sorry, I just wanted to mute everybody. All right, so that is the other component of, and that, like I said, is going to be released later on this week for our existing team builders, our dream builders. But we will get more information on that, and it is an option that you can either buy and purchase for yourself. Now, we also, here's the third component. And this is, we always save the best for last, our virtual admin service. This is a 24/7 toll-free answering service. And many of you didn't believe me, and some of you have actually tried testing and calling 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate that, but I'm already up by that thing. But anyway, yes, it is a 24/7 toll-free answering service. A live person will answer the call. You give a person that toll-free number and have them ask for you. Now, what's going to happen? We're going to answer the phone, and we're going to say, welcome to team support. How may I help you? They're going to ask for Eugene Mosley, or Ruth Dunn, or Linda Jones, or Cleta Crumbly. And we're going to say, well, that person is not in right now. Would you like to hold and let me get them on the phone for you? Well, depending on the day or time, we're going to call, and we're going to try to do a three-way with you. You see, you're going to have an upline and that prospect on the phone with you. All you need to do at that point in time is hand it back to that person, to that upline, whoever it is that's only going to be on the other end of the phone, and say, look, you called at a wonderful time. It just so happens that the person is right here that can answer all of those questions that you might have. I'm brand new in this, and I'm learning the process myself. But anyway, let me bring Mr. Ashley on, or let me bring Mr. Mosley on, or let me bring my upline on, and let them address those questions or concerns for you. And you're going to go through and you're going to let that upline close that deal for you. That is a third-party scenario. It's called a third-party or a three-way, and those work phenomenally well. Even if you are, in fact, I even do that. Even Eugene does that. Mr. Thompson, he would call. We used to do it back and forth. He would call me, and he would have his guest online. I would call him, and I'd have my guest online. Because when you do that, not only do you register credibility with that prospect, they say, wow, you didn't try to front me. You didn't try to, tell me a bunch of things just to get me, the sign. And they appreciate that. They appreciate that honesty. And as well as the fact that, hey, you're putting them in front of somebody that has the answers. That is going to be the third-party validation that they need. And hearing it from a second voice, and this could be your family member, this could be your warm market, and, hearing it from a third party would certainly be impressive. So that's why this toll-free answering service is set up. Not only do you get a live person answering, but let's say they do call 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We know, obviously, you're not going to be around. You're not going to be available. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up the appointment. We're going to say, well, they're not in at this time, but if you will, please, give me your name, phone number, and let's set up an appointment. When is going to be a good time for you to call back? Now, notice, we didn't say when we can call back, because, folks, it never works. You see, we don't want you chasing dead leads again. We don't want you playing telephone tag. So when we set the appointment up, we ask them, when is the best time for you to call back? They'll say, well, you know, is 9 o'clock all right? Is 10 o'clock? Can I call back at 1? Yes, we want to be there when it's convenient for them. Now, chances are they'll forget. We're going to send them a reminder. We're going to say, hey, we're expecting your call at 1 o'clock. Okay, and we're going to probably send that at 1:45. So again, this keeps the prospect alert, and it also lets them know in how serious we are about this business. Then we're going to enroll that prospect. This is the best thing about all of this. Whether you're not there, whether you're not available, we're still going to talk to that prospect for you. We're going to tell them everything that they need to know. We're going to get them either into a webinar. We're going to either do a one-on-one webinar, but in either case, we're going to enroll and assist that prospect even when we go to your website and enroll them for you. This also trains your new enrollee how to duplicate this process, because now they have seen firsthand how the system works. Now, you're building a team that is going to continue to expand and duplicate itself. What a grandiose idea, right? Well, the Diamond Builders marketing system, just to kind of rehash, is made up of 3 major components: our social media marketing program, our mobile marketing system, and a virtual admin service. The price of this is just astronomical. I mean, you know, if you were to try to even buy a course for social media marketing, I saw one recently advertised for $297. This wasn't a done-for-you course. This was a course where they actually taught you what to do, how to do, when to do, and it was an 8-hour program, an 8-hour course. It was set up in, I think, 4 sessions at 2 hours each. But $297 just to take this course. Then they had a mobile marketing system. A mobile marketing system or a platform equivalent to the one that we have. Now, this is our own in-house system. But I've seen that advertised for $197 a month. It had an SMS text messaging tool, a QR marketing and generation tool, as well as a mobile website option. And that was an additional fee. And don't even think about trying to get a live 24/7 toll-free answering service, one that all they're going to do is just pick up the phone and say you're not there and take a message. You know, I've seen those advertised as little as $97 a month. Folks, if you add all of that up, that's over $600 a month that you would be looking at trying to do. Well, how much is our Diamond Builders marketing system going to cost you? Well, in addition to what you've just seen, we're going to also give you access to an advertising media folder. We're going to show you, we're going to give you templates so that you can create your own business cards and flyers and postcards, door hangers. We're going to have done for you copy and paste and post Craigslist ads and Facebook ad postings and personalized branded videos. Well, how much does it cost? Well, take a look, folks. These are all the components to this system. Flyers, postcards, reprogrammable QR codes, business card templates. In fact, our business card template is very unique. We'll explain to you how that works. The optional virtual business card, the SMS text messaging service, and a 24/7 live answering service. Right now, for a limited time, it's just $25 per month. $25 per month is all that you will pay for this customized, personalized service. This is going to catapult your business. This is going to help you expand your business in Ztegrity, but also expand it with a duplicatable, easy, simple process that is going to be easy to duplicate down your lines. All right, now, how do you get started? Well, the process is very easy. Go to our Facebook page. You can go to facebook.com/ZDiamondBuilders, or if you see on the screen, you can jot that down, fb.me/ZDiamondBuilders. That fb.me is just an abbreviated form of facebook.com. What you're going to do is you want to go to the enrollment form. And in the enrollment form, we need to have your full name, your email address, your username, promo code with Ztegrity, your mobile phone number, and then you're going to also receive an email with all of our local events and schedules. And you want to attend these. There's going to be conference calls and webinars and training meetings. Also, if you haven't done so, please look at the bottom of the screen. Each one of the slides have been saying text Z-Diamond. Just text the word Z-Diamond to 69696. or 69696, or 69696, or 69696. Either way you want to do it. You can say it front or backwards. It's still the same. 69696. Text that. That is just like a phone number, but it's called a short code. Now, if you know how to send a text message, then basically where you would put the phone number is where you would put this short code, 69696. And then in where you're going to put in your message, you're just going to put the word Z Diamond, all one word, no spaces, Z as in zebra, Diamond, D-I-A-M-O-N-D, Z Diamond. Send, and you're going to be enrolled into our Z Diamond Builders team support notification system. You'll then start getting some of those same text messages that we want you to forward to your prospects, friends, or people that you're wanting to invite to our upcoming webinars. Step 2 of getting started. You want to attend our weekly online training. Now, I didn't update this slide. That one passed me by, but these trainings are going to be held every Tuesday at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, and Thursday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, and Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. So I'll update this slide, and you'll have that. But remember, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday will be our Diamond Builders training. Now, this is only for the Diamond Builders who are members of this marketing program. We're going to teach you how to use Facebook, how to strategically place, how to get optimized in the search engine so people will be able to find you, how to get your videos ranked, and also how to utilize the system to the full, how to invite. That is your only job, folks, is just to invite people, to get them to attend these webinars. And as you get more proficient at inviting and getting your prospects, you're going to find that you're going to close a lot more prospects. You're going to expand your team. And what we've seen, folks, just in the past week, we've had people who have come in, they have seen the program, they've seen the webinar, and they bought everything. They bought everything that was there to offer, and they're really serious about building a serious business. Now, that is great because they are now already inviting people to attend, and we've even had some of those prospects invite their family or friends or associates, and guess what? They're now working with them in their team trying to develop this system and trying to develop their business. So the system works. Be sure to get plugged in to the training. All right. How to get the most out of your system. Now, this is kind of a bit of a training for everyone. For those mostly that are already members of our Z Diamond Builders, and you have already been given or assigned a keyword. Now, the keyword is what the person is going to text into 69696. So your vanity keyword is your promo code or your username. Either one will work. And you can test that. Text right now on your phone your promo code to 69696. That's going to opt you in to that SMS text messaging system. Now, if you don't get anything back, let us know. Call us at the 800 number, 888-406-5677. That is a team support hotline. That is also the 24/7 answering line. That phone number rings to me, Mr. Thompson. It rings overseas to our. We have an overseas phone support desk, and somebody is going to answer that call for you. Somebody will be available to help you and to assist you. So, like I said, text your promo code to 69696. Now, this is only going to work for those that are already members of our Diamond Builders. In addition to that, you're also going to be given, you're going to get an email. It should be going out later today. That email is going to welcome all of our new Diamond Builders as well as those existing, and you're going to have the QR codes on there. You can take those, save them, put them on your business cards, put them on your flyers, and each QR code is set up for a different purpose. We're going to tell you which QR code to use and for which purpose. We have a contest flyer, and I think that's coming up next. Well, anyway, you'll see the contest flyer, and that's where you'll use one of those QR codes. Also, there are going to be postings, Facebook postings. In fact, many of you today received an email with the latest and greatest Craigslist ad that is now being posted on Craigslist. Now, Craigslist used to be free, but now they charge $5. Well, you know, folks, it's definitely still worth it. It's worth a $5 investment. Every time I've posted a Craigslist ad, I always get someone who calls in. In fact, I think I had 2 calls just a few minutes ago. I just sent them to voicemail. But what's nice about the Craigslist ads is that it's another way of not only getting the Ztegrity business out there, telling them about this illustrious card, but the program. And it gets people excited because they're looking for ways that they can improve their credit, rebuild or start their credit. They're looking for ways that they can drive the dream car of their dreams. And so there's a lot of hot buttons that we could hit in utilizing the Craigslist ad. So all you have to do is just copy and paste it, and just make sure you put in your promo code, which is your keyword that they will text, and your contact information, or better yet, put in that toll-free number. Leave the toll-free number there. Just make sure that they ask for your name and they have your promo code. All right, and here is the scan to win. This is our drawing. Now, this is an old program. Don't scan. Well, you can scan that QR code, but it's inactive. It's not working right now. But this is what we do, folks. We create these flyers. We just say weekly cash drawing, scan to win, $100, or simply text the word, text to win $100 to, and that was the old number that we had. But we have now a 69696 is the new word. That is the new short code, and it's earn to win. Instead of text to win, it's going to be earn to win. And what you do is you just take these flyers and you put them in different establishments. Find out, where are the places that you do business with? Get with the retail merchants, stores, salons, boutiques, spas, flea markets, fairs, people that go wherever they go to pay their bills, restaurants, bars and taverns, check cashing places, car washes, jewelry stores. I mean, the list just goes on. And just ask the management if it would be okay if they could advertise a free cash drawing. Now, what this does is it also advertises that business, because we can set up, if you will let us know which businesses will accept that and will allow you, we will put their promo code. It could be Sue's Boutique. Well, we could actually make the keyword Sue's, all right? And that's advertising their business. And if the person wins, you know what we did? We had a person who actually did win $100, and what we did is we went to that person, the establishment. We know exactly which QR code and what the location was. We went back to that business, and we had a whole photo op and a press release. We had the newspaper come out, and they took pictures, and they asked to put it in the papers of us awarding that prize to that person. And again, when they register and when they enroll into this contest, they get a text message that says, "Hey, welcome. You've been enrolled into our sweepstakes or to our drawing, and there is no purchase necessary to win. However, you must view a 30-minute presentation. You must be present to win." And then they're given the invitation to come into the webinar and to view our Ztegrity webinar. Now, once they do that, then we have the drawing at the end. On that day that the drawing is going to be held, we'll have the presentation at the end, and we'll award or make that award announcement. When we did this with our last program, folks, it literally started filling up the webinars. We would have 10 to 20 people that would show up on a consistent basis. But once we started this contest, we would get 40, 50 people at a time. And what was really nice is that they would sign up. Again, keep in mind this figure. 80 to 90% of those that come into this room that look at this webinar are going to sign up. They may not sign up right then and there, most of them, but many of them will, and they come back. Even those that didn't sign up then, they come back, either at the next webinar or when payday comes around, or when they're physically and financially able to get started, and they bring a guest. They bring somebody else with them, and not only do they get started, they bring that guest and get them started. So, yes, folks, this is going to really, really impact your business. Well, there you have it. Now, again, I didn't get a chance to put in the recorded playback. I don't know what the link is going to be. I've got to get that. I'll put that here, and it will be posted on our Facebook page. Well, we're going to open it now up for just a Q&A, and I hope everybody, if you've got a background noise or anything, please just remain muted. But we're going to. All right. Great. So, any questions at this point?